Jackson's water system is still under a microscope after significant system failures over the last 2 years. Third-party water administrator Ted Henifin continues to oversee more than $600 million in federal funds to help bring the system up to par. As of late, Jackson's water focus has been on addressing years of unpaid and inaccurate bills.
In our case, debt service is still a huge portion. There's outstanding debt of about $260 million. The monthly debt service payments are almost $2 million a month.
But many residents are more concerned with what's actually coming out of the tap. They find it difficult to pay for something they're not even confident enough to drink.
Well, the water is not all that clean here in Jackson, and I agree. And the water system, needs to be fixed.
Ted Henifin has been on the job for a full calendar year. He's tasked with fixing Jackson's crippled sewer system in addition to bringing Jackson's aging water system up to standard. Henifin said under his watch, the water has seen marked improvement.
Definitely an improvement in consistent quality. The plant wasn't able to operate consistently before we got in.
Fixes with Henifin in control include more valves open around the system, which has created higher and more consistent water pressure. The city's water plants are pushing out collectively as much as 50 million gallons of water per day, with the capacity for much more.
I don't know they've ever had a real problem with water other than, they obviously had long-term boil water notices from process problems at the treatment plant, and that's a history of that.
Jackson Water released its 2022 water quality report back in July. The data shows testing results for the entire year, along with information about any contamination violations. The biggest violation was a problem with high turbidity levels in June of 2022. Turbidity is cloudiness in the water and could indicate the system may not be filtering correctly, leaving some microbial contaminants. That could include viruses and bacteria, metals, pesticides, or organic chemicals from stormwater runoff.
There's a lot of study that goes into determining what the safe action levels are for drinking water regulations. And, we're committed to ensuring that the water that we treat at the treatment plants meet those regulations.
Because of citizens' concerns about water quality, Brown University's Community Noise Lab moved from their primary work on noise pollution to testing water in people's homes, thanks to the lab's founder, Erica Walker.
I was born in Jackson, 1979, and I just remember Jackson is a very different place today than it was back then.
Walker and her Community Noise Lab have tested water in 673 households to help citizens know more.
When they talk about things like dissolved oxygen or turbidity or PFAS, that they understand it.
The data her lab has collected shows a consistent pattern.
We've tested for pH, dissolved oxygen, and turbidity. And last year, all of those measurements were just higher or they were just in a more negative direction.
Walker told me their testing in 2023 trended better.
It falls in line with the third-party manager. We haven't noticed any abnormalities when it comes to what we have tested.
The Community Noise Lab shares its data with Jackson Water and the residents they test. But Henifin said he believes those results could be questionable because of testing variables. He also said Jackson Water is capable of addressing customers' water test concerns in their homes directly.
And then we've set up a contract with a local firm to, when we do get a complaint, to go investigate it at the house.
Steve Carpenter is the Director of Delivery Solutions for Jacobs. The engineering company contracted by Jackson Water supports the operation and maintenance teams working at the city's water treatment plants.
In regards to the water quality parameters around lead and copper, we're seeing a movement in the right direction.
He told me public perception of our water can't be changed overnight for citizens who are frustrated and tapped out.
Jacobs and Jackson Water inherited a system with, some legacy problems, and we've made a lot of great strides towards improving that.
Meanwhile, Walker plans on continuing to use her lab to address other issues Jacksonians face.
There's air pollution issues, there's noise issues, there's soil quality issues. And so we test all of those things. I want to provide as many resources as possible so people can go to sleep at night.
Carpenter told us that there are plans to provide additional treatment systems to further improve lead treatment in Jackson's water plants. If you want to reach out to the Community Noise Lab, you can find their email in this story on our website
at wapt.com.